All right, welcome to Uncle Legend's Corner. I'll be your host, Uncle Legend, and with me always is my beautiful co-host, Call Girl Six, better known as Fox.
Hey y'all, what's going
She got little
on?
Fox ears.
Looking good. Hey, how y'all doing in the chat today?
You know, I got to be one of the few respectable villains out here, because you know how I feel about most of them. They trash, big fella, trash.
So, out of all the people you could have been, you chose.
Yes, Chris, I can see you.
Yes, we could see you. I just came on to see.
Got our comments fixed this time. Don't worry, we needed to get Jason on the job. You know what I mean? Your boy out here putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Cutting some shit up. We out here. Fox eating fucking candy corns. That's the scariest thing happening today. Kid, what's up, baby? Fox is out here eating candy corns. I'm a 6'3", 275 pound killer, but she eating candy corn. Look at this shit.
Listen, let me just tell you something.
Look at that's why that shit fell out your hand. It's made out of wax. Shit probably started melting.
No, it's not. Look, candy corn is a staple of Halloween. Okay,
Ain't no
the
staple.
fall. When you see candy corn, you think about Halloween.
When
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
when I see candy corn, I think about the post that I made on Facebook about how last year when you was my fiance, you had no comments to say about candy corn when I said candy corn that your candy corn was terrible. None. You just liked the post. Now
You
all
didn't
of a
say
sudden you
that
love
candy
it.
corn was terrible. You said that
I said it, and you just like the post.
killers or something like that, or psychotic
Yeah,
people eat candy
only
corn.
psychopaths eat it. Chris said it tastes like a damn staple. Talking about a staple of Halloween. That
No,
shit
it
tastes like a
doesn't.
damn
You
staple.
guys eat candy for sweetness, right? This is sugar. That's it. Corn, syrup, sugar. That's it. No filter, straight sugar. Okay? That's what this is. And it's so good. I don't know why y'all don't like it. It's sweet, y'all. Didn't eat candy. That's what it's for. I get crunk off candy corn.
That's what I'm saying. Eating that nasty ass candy corn.
Why? Okay. Why y'all think it's nasty?
Why you think it's good?
I just gave reasons why it's good.
Because
It's very sweet.
you like
Okay.
you like a fucking horse. Like when they get a little
Mm.
horse, the little cube of sugar, and be like, ooh,
Why
that's
y'all
what
think
you.
it's nasty though?
Because that shit tastes like paint thinner and candle wax.
No, it doesn't. It tastes like sugar. That's it.
When you go to the store and be like, I'm gonna make some sweet tea, I need a 5 pound bag of Domino sugar. You don't say, let me get the candy corn flavored shit.
Listen, if you put candy corn in the sweet tea, I guarantee you it'll make the tea taste better. All right. Because it ain't nothing but sugar. That's it. It tastes good. This is good candy, good quality fall candy. All
Yeah.
right.
Fall off a fucking horse and die before I eat that shit. That's what kind of fall candy it is. That shit's terrible. Yo, one of the things that's making me sad now when I'm looking at the horror movies and stuff, the horror movies just ain't hitting no more.
What do you mean?
Like a lot of the horror movies ain't hitting like I think the last like rash of good horror movies that came out was probably like the Insidious. Like when we ran around with the Insidious movies and stuff like
Mhm.
that, and what's the name, and Lorraine Warren, Ed and Lorraine Warren or whatever, and all the movies they was doing, those was fire. But everything else after that been sounding real trash.
So horror movies for a long time has been trashed to me.
You don't think it's the Insidious
Um,
series and all of them was good?
well, Insidious, yeah. That with that exception, that's it. The last really good one I saw prior to would have been The Right with Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Now that's dope, and I love Anthony Hopkins. And that was a scare. I was legit scared after watching that movie. I think so. When you're talking about horror movies, anyway, I think I'm more inclined to be scared from spiritually horror,
Yeah, and that's the same.
except monster or bad guy
See,
type
my
horror
thing about the
thing.
monster and the horror always been to me is that don't show me the monster. Because once you show me the monster, there's no way that you as a producer can think of something that's scarier to me than what my subconscious mind is producing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's like, one, don't show me the monster. Two, don't show that book. Like, what movie was that? The Smile.
Mm.
When they showed the monster and Smile, let me tell you something. I wanted to burn the whole goddamn movie theaters down.
Oh my god,
That shit was pitiful. It was like weird Marilyn Manson looking.
it was
Ugh,
terrible.
it was ridiculous.
Listen, if y'all going to go see Barbarian, don't save your money.
Barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
Did you already see it?
Boo.
Oh,
Yes. Don't. Save your money. Went with the girls to go see Barbarian, and I was just not impressed. It seemed like it was going to get somewhere, and it didn't. The storyline is like, mm, just don't do it. All right, save your money. Wait for it to come out on the TV, Netflix, or something like that, wherever, Paramount, AMC. I don't know who's gonna pick it up, but I wouldn't do it. I would just save my money because there's so many other things probably that you could see. Pray for the Devil. That's something that we're
Pray
gonna
for
go
the
to.
Devil look like it's gonna be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, everybody was saying Smile was gonna be smacking.
That's because people don't understand good horror movies.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the Insidious and whoever make those movies, like those are pretty good. I like the Asian horror movies, like you know what I mean, like the Grudge, the Ring type movies. I thought that those were like creative.
Asian got really, really dope horror movies.
Yeah, because they work off of like the actual fear, the paranormal. Even that one we saw.
Mm-hmm.
What was that one we saw
With the ancient writings?
With the ancient writings.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it.
Dufresne had put me on one movie. Man, if he hop in this chat, Calvin Dufresne.
I was scared when it started.
Yeah, it started off like chanting some stuff, and me and Fox was like, "No, we ain't listening to this shit." La 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 la.
Yeah, I don't do all that chanting and stuff. You know, you're not gonna say repeat after me and do all this.
Repeat after me
and keep saying stuff, hearing this stuff in the background. I'm not doing it. I'm tuning it out until it's over or whatever, and then I'm moving forward.
We ain't doing that around here. We actually scary ass black folks around here. We don't play that shit.
Hey, words cast spells, and I'm not gonna do it.
Matter. People be out here just saying this shit. I ain't scared of this. I ain't worried about this and that. Okay.
Cool.
Do your thing, my guy. Do your thing.
Cool. I see you, Chris. Oh, it's on It's on HBO Max now. Truly, yeah, that's what we were just talking about. Barbarian. Oh my God, it's on HBO Max now. We could have watched it on HBO Max instead of going to the theaters.
Yeah, I mean, you could have, but that shit is trash.
Trash. Oh my God, who said Towel Man? I was slapped.
Oh yeah, they go. that's the.
Who
hey,
said Towel Man?
Hey Calvin, what's the movie you had us watch? The one where they was chanting the incantation. Is it incantation?
Incantation.
Yep,
that's exactly what it's called.
Yeah, that one was
Calvin came legit. On just to get slapped back down to wherever he was, because I swear, Towel Man. No, that wasn't the worst movie in movie history. I don't know what is.
Yo, I asked everybody like, why did we watch that? How did we get on it?
I guess we were just trying to see what it was about.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
I get in my mood sometimes where I want to see people of color on TV, you know. And I was like, let me see. It might be a scary movie, you know.
Yo, so anybody who know Calvin,
I went to sleep.
Anybody who know Calvin, he in the chat now know he's a movie buff. Like, dude know his way around some movies. So we was talking in the office, and I'm up to like, hey man, what's the worst movie you ever seen? Worst movie at heart? What's the worst movie period you ever seen? And he started naming, like, it was the one about the tire because the meteor like came to Earth or some shit. And I forgot what it is. Rubber. I think the name of the movie is Rubber.
Never heard.
And basically, it's a tire going around killing people because it got telekinesis from an asteroid or something.
Oh, that's
a tire, like not a tire on the rim, not a tire on the car, just a regular ass tire, just out here murking people with telekinesis.
That sounds.
So he was talking about like that, and like it was some Thanksgiving movie where a turkey was killing people, and I'm gonna feel like, I got you beat, bro. Give me an hour of your life. Towel Man.
What did you think about Towel Man, Calvin?
Hey, Cal, tell her what you thought about Towel Man. Greatest movie ever.
Yo, the end almost. I woke up at the end. Okay, and with all the towels being thrown like that, I was like, what kind of sick, nasty stuff is that? Now, maybe that's just where my head went. I don't know, but that's what I thought. That's what came out of me.
Fox saw that shit and said, "Oh, skeet, motherfucker."
Right. Like, was that symbolic for that?
Yeah, Cal said it took him 3 days to finish. That shit was tough.
I don't even think he finished. I think he just
he stuck through it. He stuck through it, and he cussed my name for about a week afterwards. Like, fuck you. I see that dude like, Mona, what's up, bro? Fuck you. Well, okay.
He wasted 72 hours of his life.
It's a new movie, Megan. What's that about? We up for movies.
Oh my God, it better be good. On blood, Unc. It better be good.
Yeah. Showing up to the family reunion like, word. Word.
That's what you had me waste my
Word.
time on. Let me see. What is it about? Tell
This
me what
what
it's
you doing
about.
out here? Yeah.
So y'all hear all that purring in the background, like
They probably can't because
cooing.
noise canceling the mic, but it's a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
it's a whole lot of puppies in this motherfucker.
We gonna show y'all a puppy when we at the end of the show. Anyway,
You showing off puppies?
yeah.
Which one you
We're
gonna
gonna do
pick
one a show. Nope, I'm just going blind. There's 10 of them, so I'm just
You gonna grab?
I'm just
You
grab
gonna
one.
grab Coco? Coco
And I'm
gonna.
like, here. I'm gonna Simba him. Here.
Yo, Coco,
See?
you gonna grab Coco by accident. So we'll see what that movie Megan about.
Listen, so I went today to go and get some pizza, right, for everybody. And I gotta tell you, it doesn't. I don't know. You know, everybody always say, "Oh, just do the right thing, do the right thing," and you'll feel good when you do the right thing. So today, the pizza and everything was like $45, right? And so I usually would pay for it, online, and then I'll either go do the curbside, they'll drop it off in the car, or I'll go in and pick it up. So I said, well, let me go in. I got some cash on me. I went in, I waited for about 12 minutes or 15 minutes, and the pizza still wasn't ready, even though it said it was. So the guy finally, I got a free soda. The guy was like, okay, Miss So-and-so, whatever, come and get your pizza, it's ready. So he's like, okay, well, have a happy Halloween. And I'm like, I stood there for a minute and I was looking, and I mean, I must have stood there maybe 3 minutes, three whole minutes, just staring at them. And I had my money in my hand, like nobody's gonna take my money. I said, well, I guess I can just go, So I proceed to turn and leave. And I was like, I was like, let me just whatever. I'll just do the right thing. And so I told him, I said, hey, I didn't pay for my pizza yet. He was like, oh, I thought you paid for it. I said, I usually do, but I didn't pay for it this time. So he was like, oh, you could have just went because I didn't know. And I just thought that I'm glad you didn't go though, because I'm glad you was honest, because most people just leave. And I was like, well, I'm not most people. And I did think about it, to be honest. And so I gave it to him and I walked out and I was like, you know what? I don't feel good. I don't feel good.
But you was honest and you did the right thing.
I was honest and I did the right thing. But for people to say, oh, it's going to make you feel good, it's going to make you do the, I didn't feel that. I felt like I should have kept my $45. It's how I really felt inside. So I'm like, so will I be judged now because my intentions, even though I did the right thing, but in my heart, I'm like, I shouldn't have did the shit. I should have kept my $45 and be done with it.
I think
like, is there room for me in the pearly gates? Because remember, I'm not a put your shopping cart back type of person.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of heavy though, man. Like if you put a $1 per shopping cart, like you still ain't in there because you don't left like at least 45 shopping carts out to die.
Oh Lord, there was last week too. Let me tell you, I was 2 cars away from the shopping cart and from the shopping cart stall. And I was like, they probably want me to put a shopping cart back. I was like, what? That nope. Left it right there.
And then
I meant to tell you and Bunny that when I came home and I forgot. I forgot. Damn, them shopping cart. It was 2 cars away. Like I could have walked there. I ain't felt like it, and I didn't want to, and it wasn't in nobody else's way. I put it right in the middle,
and
right
then
in front between the cars.
At the end of your life, God gonna look at you and you're gonna be like, Lord, my legs, I can't walk, this and that. You wasn't putting no fucking shopping carts back with them legs anyway. Fuck you need legs for?
I don't think you're gonna do me like that.
You don't know how you gonna do you, miss. I don't put shopping carts back.
I do sometimes, but like I don't see the point. If I'm like, I'm too tired, like forget it. Somebody else might need. I feel like somebody's doing me a solid when I pull up and I see a shopping cart already there. I'm like, thank you, G.
This is why we're not gonna win the war.
Thank you. I appreciate that because now I don't have to go and search for one. I don't got to do that. It's right here, already ready for me.
You know,
that's a blessing.
You know where you can usually find shopping carts at? The same fucking place you're supposed to put the shopping carts back at. There's usually shopping carts there, and then if not, there's usually shopping carts right in front of the store.
I'm not in that direction. So it was right here in front of me. As soon as I get out my car, look ahead, boot right in front of me, grab an arm's length, grab and go. That's it.
I'm so tired of your shit.
And I put things in different places in the grocery store because somebody might need it. who don't feel like going all the way back for the milk. You know,
Well, you know, if somebody, you know, when people work at grocery
they
stores,
don't
right?
even go all the way back.
Let me tell you how much of an asshole you are. So you know when people work at grocery stores, right?
Mhm.
And like, say for instance, you work there, and I come in there and I take the milk, and then I put the milk in the fucking rice section. You know that when you find it, you're supposed to throw it out because you don't know how long it's been out.
How long it's been sitting there?
So you're supposed to throw it out. So people literally, supermarkets will literally raise their prices on stuff to make up for the amount of
For
loss
people like me.
from assholes like you leaving the milk in the goddamn charcoal aisle.
I'm gonna tell you something. Almond milk take longer to spoil, so I just blessed them.
Lord.
Put the bread with a snack set. Like they forgot they needed bread. They got it right there. That's me. That because I care about people. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna leave it so you guys can find it all the time.
Yeah, you just out here being a saint.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Like blessed in here.
Why do people wear costumes on Halloween?
To do the filthy shit that they want to do without being seen. That's what.
Fucking. Yeah. So Halloween celebrated on October 31st. So it's from Celtic Festival, and people will wear costumes to ward off ghosts because they felt like their people was gonna come back. So when people come back, you want to scare off the evil ghost. So it's like, let me put on my ghost shit, and then if a ghost see me, he think I'm with the team. You know what I mean? He think I'm gang.
So my real people, my real ghost people, supposed to come back.
And
But
hopefully they'll
I'm-
know it's you.
But I'm right. That's what I was just gonna say. So
Right.
I'm in costume.
That's when
so
you
they
pop your
don't know
mask
it's
up.
me. So I'm trying to scare off the other
You'll be out here
ghosts.
like, ghosts don't run up on
The
me. Don't even try me,
non-familiar
ghosts. And then
ghosts.
when you see your cousin, be like, ear, like
Yeah.
throw it up, right?
Mhm.
It was known as All Hallows Eve. Then later it was Halloween. Over time, it
Mhm.
evolved into a day of activities with trick or treating,
Mhm.
carving jack-o'-lanterns, and doing everything else, eating fucking garbage ass sugar candy. This shit
First of
say
all,
made with real honey. No fucking bees were harmed in the making of this fucking candle wax
It's not candle
on
wax.
the dead homies. Let me look at the ingredients.
Sugar, corn syrup, and sugar.
This shit say sugar, corn syrup contains less than 2% of the following. The rest of the fucking
It ain't
ingredients:
healthy.
salt, glycerin, egg whites, confectioner's glaze, natural and artificial flavors, mineral oil, honey.
That's that waxy feel you talking about?
No, it actually has wax in it. Carnauba wax or whatever. Vegetable oil, coconut and canola oil, which is also known as rapeseed oil. Artificial colors, a lot of them. This shit is more than 98% sugar and corn syrup.
That's what I just told you.
You popping diabetes pills.
I just told you.
This how you lose a
sugar
fucking foot.
and corn syrup.
When
I specifically said that.
When
4
we cut your
times.
foot off in 20 years, I'm gonna call you
We
Sugarfoot
not.
every day.
We're not gonna cut my foot
I'm gonna
off
call
in
you
20 years
Sugarfoot.
because I don't eat this all the time. I eat this once a year. That's why it tastes special. You eat it once a year.
You ate it like a little while ago. You had a big ass thing of candy
When
corn.
October came in, though, we at the end of the month. All right, once a
That's what
year, I have
Halloween
a
is.
spell of candy corn.
Once a year, you're a fucking disgusting animal. Yeah, did you know that 1/4 of all candy sold annually in the U.S. is purchased on Halloween?
Yeah,
You knew that, or
I've been hearing that since I was younger.
That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite candy besides that garbage shit right there?
Okay.
Like what candy like if like we gonna go through the kids' bag and check them for poison? What candy you gonna go in there and be like, that shit's coming into the bedroom?
Since I know they don't put Cadbury's in there, because you know Cadbury's my all-time favorite chocolate. Well, actually, chocolate is very specific. You can't even say chocolate. Real chocolate has to be like milk chocolate or this kind of chocolate. You can't categorize something that's chocolate if it's not actual cocoa chocolate. Can't just say it like that. Apparently, it's like a thing.
I mean, Cadbury ain't chocolate
Legally
either.
a thing. All right, that's what I'm saying.
Some bullshit ass chocolate. Probably candy corn chocolate.
And it tastes great.
No, that actually tastes all right.
So, it would be. I'm going for the easy thing. I'm going for the Snickers, the Reese's.
Yo, I'm telling you right now.
And then for some throwback, I'm gonna do some Chewies, maybe some Now Laters or Lemon Heads or something like that.
Yeah, I'll fucking.
If they have them, I'm like, oh, nostalgia.
Especially when they break out like the weird flavors of lemon heads. I'll be like, I eat like 3 of them and then done. Reese's, I'm gonna eat Reese's until them shits don't taste good to me no more. Yo, do you like the full size candy? Me and Bunny was talking about this shit earlier. That I kind of like the fun size candy because it's just like it's enough that you want to eat something. Like sometimes when you get like a king size bar,
Now give me all mine up front. I don't need no. I don't
yo,
need
you
no.
greedy as fuck.
I don't need a fun size. Okay. Do I look fun size to you? Ain't nothing about me fun size. Okay. Ain't nothing about me fun size.
Dang, what you said last night.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Fun
No,
size.
give me the regular size. Okay.
So you want the big ass economy size, oh my God, chocolate bar.
Why not?
When they give you the Cadbury chocolate, you want it to come up in as my size.
If you're gonna do it big. If you're gonna do it big or don't do it at all.
All right, Sugarfoot. OG Sugarfoot in the building.
That's what I like.
Anyway, I think Halloween is one of those ones where like obviously like we grew up and we got like our like pillars of faith, we didn't celebrate Halloween.
Right.
But
yeah.
I still think Halloween is just dope.
What's so dope about it? What do you think?
I just think it's dope because like everybody get like, well, I think it's dope when people actually like put effort in the costumes. Like, did you see Diddy's Joker? P. Diddy?
Yeah, you showed me his
Diddy's Joker looked crazy. Like he was in his Heath Ledger bag for that for the Joker costume. Like he was out there with it.
His character, he was really good in character.
Yeah, he was really good in character. And I know that the dude Joaquin Phoenix, he had to look at that and be like, man, I've been in character all this damn time. This dude just pop up for Halloween killing it. They might be looking at Diddy for the next
one. I know he did really good. He did really good. I don't know. So I just think that it's a wonderful time for artists to express themselves. I think that is wildly creative. It's a wildly creative time for them to just like boom.
I don't know. I've been thinking that some people really go like Janelle Monáe did one that was fucking phenomenal. Like when people really go all out, it's dope.
But see, they have makeup artists and stuff like that.
But she had like hers was like a whole suit. I don't know how much of it was just makeup, but even with that, it's just like when people go all out, it's dope. I be thinking of like, I think that a lot of like when we just dealing with like regular people, I think a lot of people cop out too easy. Like most dudes, we gonna be Michael Myers or Jason. Obviously, I just threw on some fucking coveralls from work and a Jam Jason mask. And then most women just gonna be like some form of slut.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna be a nurse, but slutty.
A sexy slut,
I'm gonna be
a pirate.
I'm gonna be a nun, but slutty.
Nun. You have a sexy, yeah.
I'm gonna be
sexy witch.
I'm gonna be say something. Let me throw on these whore clothes and do it big. So I don't it's like I think are we just using Halloween as an excuse to just like whore it up?
No, I don't think you're using that excuse to whore it up, but I do think that people just kind of sex sells everything. So and it's a time too where people can kind of tap into their sexuality as well. Like you don't have to worry about who I am right now. Let me act the way I want to act, how I want to act it. You don't know who this is. It's in disguise. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it and how I'm going to give it. So it is kind of a way to like release those inhibitions to be covered. Masks. That's why masquerades are so sexy.
Man, take your broke ass to hedonism or something.
Hedonism. Hell yeah.
Also known as heathenism because you damn. Nah, I don't know, man. I guess I see what you're saying. It's like I think like Halloween just don't like do it. Like when I see somebody with some, like if I go to a masquerade ball and see people, it's like a sexy aura that goes around the masquerade ball. Because it's like, yo, I'm not trying to be clown. This ain't nothing funny about this. Ain't no kids around. This is grown folk shit. Mask on, just covering the eyes. You can still see most of them make it out. You know what I mean? What you're dealing with. You still see the eyes. It's just around the eyes. You got the little furry ass, whatever shit, right? So I think like that's sexy. But for Halloween, it's like walk around here, bunch of crying ass kids, barking ass dogs, fucking psychopaths eating candy corn. Don't nothing about that shit get my libido going. Like
it's supposed to get your libido going. Why are you trying to get libido going?
No, I'm just saying. You saying it's about like, it's about letting go of your inhibitions. It's like I want to keep all my inhibitions during Halloween.
And so I would say that for women, them, those women who's dressing this way and that way, and even men too. Some men too, they do.
How many men really be dressing in?
They damn Tarzan draws and they police uniform with the short shorts, the biker shorts.
Nah, I be thinking that's from Reno 911.
Right, they getting it. They want to show them legs.
I don't skip leg day. I should come out here and be an
They
old
wanna
school
show the
mailman.
legs. Exactly.
Come out here, delivery.
Special delivery.
Delivery. Yeah.
So we grow up too and we hear like, so growing up with Halloween, it was always this thing of, watching people watch the candy you get, they injecting it with drugs, they putting razor blades in candies, they, doing all these different things. And I was like wondering, like, where does all this stuff come from?
I'm game. Tell me.
Like, where does it come from? So I was looking it up, and it was saying that in the 1980s there was a recall on acetaminophen because it had cyanide in there. But my thing is, how does it translate to candy being sold on Halloween? So people, it kind of makes me wonder about sadism in our practices, right? So it's not a religious practice for most of us. It's just something we do. It's a kind of traditional, whatever type of celebration, right? For some cultures, it is ritualistic for them, right? But so my thing
I think
is,
some people just want to see the fucking world burn.
so they just practice all this.
Like,
Whatever.
I think it's like anarchy. Like, I'm just talking about like the people who are like putting shit in the candy. Like, you gotta think, like, I told you how Mystery Night was back home. People was throwing frozen batteries at people, and then all the shit that happened to people on Mystery Night, egging people houses and doing all that shit. It's like, what you getting out of throwing all the eggs on somebody's house? That's really just a pain in the ass.
It was to see it in the morning.
See it in the morning. Y'all, you know damn well neither one of us had no money to be wasting.
Egg somebody's car.
Who got money for that? I don't want to
It's
wiggle
so
no damn
funny
omelet.
because everybody had whatever they needed. Make sure they went to that Winn-Dixie and grabbed them eggs up and do what was needed for the night of Halloween. That was it.
I think
When that sun come out and them eggs on that car though,
cooking. Let me tell you. If we lived in
I'm
a neighborhood,
sorry, that's my bad little girl talking.
if we lived in a neighborhood like that, I'd be paintballing the shit out of people kids. Like, I'd be out there with the fucking AR-15 paintball gun, lighting people kids up out there. Some they throw the toilet paper. TP this. I'd be welting their ass. You shot my son with a paintball gun. Your son threw a fucking omelet on my house. Fuck you and your son. Like, I don't know. Like, I think some people just like to see the world burn. It's just like, just want to do mischievous shit. It's almost like The Purge, where people would just be out doing a bunch of crazy shit, which is another weird movie to me, The Purge, because they make it seem like the only bad thing that can happen is getting killed.
There's a lot of other bad things in the world that can happen to you.
Yeah, like getting raped with a spike bat.
Rape, yes.
Like, motherfuckers can have you in Wu-Tang 36 chambers in there, like, put your balls on the dresser and beat them with a spike bat. Sew your asshole up and just keep feeding you. You ain't never listened to Wu-Tang growing up. Okay. I mean, you ain't never listened to Wu-Tang really. So, I mean, it is what it is. Trick Daddy ain't never said no shit like that. I got it.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, no need. But yeah, some people just want to see the world burn. I really just think it's just terrible people out there that want to see the world burn.
So you think, like, even people who don't normally practice these sort of things, do you think that the sensationalism behind it kind of makes them want to be in the spirit of and be a copycat of sorts?
I don't know if it's so much of a copycat. I think it's kind of like people have these things that they want to do, and then when they get into an area or like or environment that, you know what I mean, allows that behavior to flourish, they kind of come. It's kind of like when people talk about like a hate-filled environment, when they talk about like certain leaders and certain things, they talk about, they'll say things and they'll excite people to be like, well, you know what? I can say this shit and I can, you know what I mean? Just like you got people just letting the N-word fly on Twitter. You got people who just doing all this stuff. It's like you basically have an environment where people just get to a point, they're like, oh yeah, I could run this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I could do this. I always wanted to do this. People always told me I couldn't do this. People told me I ain't supposed to do this. This is taboo. And it's like, well, everybody's doing it. You know what I mean? And it's like when you see people when they go streaking at like the colleges, they ain't get up that morning and be like, you know what, I'm gonna show my dick to the campus. You know what I mean? They see a couple other people naked and be like, fuck it. You know, people go skinny dipping. It's not like, you know, the first person jump in and they're exhibitionists and it's like, oh, ooh, you know, and they jiggly bits out. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, everybody else like, well, you know what, fuck it then. You know, you know, because you ever look at like when you look on the movies and they start skinny dipping, it's either the girl who built like a beanstalk who ain't got nothing to lose, you know what I'm saying? She just skinny, you know what I'm saying? And she built like a 10-year-old boy, or it's the dude who's like a jock got to be hung like a fire hose, or it's the girl who got like huge breasts or something like that. You know what I mean? It's either somebody who's super comfortable, who don't really got a lot to lose, and just get that ball rolling. And everybody like, well, fuck it. Especially when you see old girl hop out there and it's like she built like a mop stick. You're like, fuck, she gonna complain about? Oh, let me get out here. You know what I mean? If only beautiful people jumped in there with great, like, fantastic bodies, it might be a lot less people skinny dipping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely understand that. I don't know. I think that we just kind of live in a world where, why are you taking my podcast over? That's it.
Yeah, okay, fine. I ain't gonna let you sit here and just give your foot away.
You don't take my.
I ain't gonna let diabetes take your foot. If we gonna take your foot, I'm gonna take your foot my damn self.
What's your best Halloween memory? Do you have one? They gonna listen to me open up all these candy corn. Yeah, it's candy corn I'm eating, by the way. Best candy for Halloween.
I don't know. I gotta think about that. I never. That's never been a thought that crossed my mind. What you got?
Usually for me, it's the parties.
Oh, out there with your sexy whore outfit.
I have a good time. Like I said, it's definitely one of those times where, like, I don't know who you are, but come on, we dancing, and I don't know who you are. Let's go, let's dance.
I mean, but we grew up in the '90s doing that shit. Like, I mean, I've been slid my shit through your cheeks like a credit card in the '90s. And
I wasn't talking about doing all that.
You said we dancing.
Or I said dance.
That is dancing.
That is not no dancing. Anyway,
that was the '90s mating call.
Ew. No, but yeah, I love the Halloween parties, like going out to not just like people house parties and things like that, but those are great too, because it's not too many people. Everybody have a good time, ain't no foolery going on or anything like that.
Of the Tom variety.
Right. None of that stuff going on. So yeah, I definitely like the parties. I love to see people's costumes and everything like that. I've never been really like into it to like I could not celebrate it or celebrate it. It didn't really matter to me. Like my mom and dad obviously didn't let us celebrate it. We kind of snuck out and did whatever we want to do.
I guess like I don't have any like really dope ones from when I was a kid. I guess like when I was older, it's like being in like foreign ports or something like that, and seeing them like celebrate Halloween and just having like a good ass like unhealthy sinful time. Like, but I mean like that'll really be the gist of it. I mean, how many times? I think Germany was dope in October in general because of Oktoberfest. Even though a lot of times they were just slinging a whole lot of pork wieners and shit, so I wasn't really eating nothing. But I mean, you drink all the liquor. Drink all the beer you want.
Yeah, all the beer.
Which I really couldn't drink much beer.
Where did that come from anyway? Do you even know?
It was I know it was ridiculous in Germany. And I was drunk.
That's all you know.
I didn't go to jail that time, so.
It happened in Germany and you didn't go to jail. That's all you know.
I know I ain't go to jail in Germany. I remember all the ports I went to jail in.
Oh Lord.
I remember all the ports I went to jail in. They were all good. So I remember all the ports I went to jail in, and I remember all the ports that I was probably should have went to jail in.
Do you find yourself getting into trouble or like bad things or what we would call negative things or bad things happen to you in a certain time, like a certain time period every year?
Never paid enough attention to it, to be honest.
Or good things?
Never paid attention to it, to be honest.
I have. I paid attention.
So when's your good time?
Usually my good time is March.
Yeah. Like I was born.
Yeah. Anyway.
I was born for your
oh my God.
Your soul savior was born.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is a wild one, boy. We might have mixed this one a little. We put a little too much candy corn and whiskey in this one. Let's even it out. Let's get a good honest, strong man and make an honest woman out of it.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that around March, that's when like all good things start to happen.
Guess who was born in March, y'all?
Anyway, So yeah, so like when I'm transitioning, that's when my kind of like my transition period, right? So I always find myself either I'm transferring to a new job, improvement, whatever, finances improve, or whatever the case is. Like it's always something good happening around March, April.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know if March, April is a good time frame for me.
yeah,
I don't think it was a good
it
time
is
frame
for
for
me.
me.
I'm like, this is like my new year kind of. I always feel like the new year is your birthday anyway. That's
I
how
don't
I
think
feel.
anything great happens to me when it's cold.
When it's cold, what cold have to do with?
I'm just saying that whole time frame, like from fucking like December to March and April was. I
It's
can't
just
think.
like
Shit's bad. It's like people die. Um, Kaz was my goddaughter. Kaz, she was born on March, so
that wasn't a good time.
I mean, it was a good time that she was born, but now that she's Trixie's out here doing big things. No, I don't know. I can't really. I haven't really like. I've never really like looked at it. I kind of just think like what happens is what happened. I never really took the time to be like, oh, this keeps happening around this time because I don't know. And it seems like the older you get, the years just fly by faster.
It does, but sometimes you got to pay attention. You got to take notice of different patterns in your life. And I don't know what caused me. I guess it was just me because I always get into this mood where I kind of feel stagnated, right? And when I feel stagnated, I get very frustrated and I get confused and I feel like the whole world around
Then
me
you
is
start
like
eating candy corn and
spiraling.
your foot be about to get cut off.
And so when that happens, I kind of just go back and I recenter myself. And so by March and April, it's like everything else is like whatever it was that I was trying to plan is coming to pass. So it's always some kind of transition I'm having, and it's always a positive transition. So I paid attention to that probably like 4 years into like this certain cycle that I'm in. And so when I realize, I'm like, when I know if I'm looking for another job or something, like I'm gonna have it in March. I'm having it, and that's exactly what happens every time. So I don't know if it's so much as me calling it that way, speaking it into
Yeah, I was about to
existence
say,
that
how
way.
much of that do you think is like
But before I even
in
started
your
doing
head and
that, it
shit?
was happening. You know, it was happening around that time period. So I don't know. I feel like it's like a renewal period for me.
Oh, I'm not, like I said, I'm just not that in touch with it. I just feel like I haven't paid attention to the patterns, and not to say that the patterns are not to say that the patterns aren't there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of like so much bad shit happened. Like you gotta think like when I really took some time to like look back on it, like when I was talking to the therapist that time, she just asked me, "Oh, tell me about growing up." And I was telling about growing up and just kind of like throwing shit in there. And I'm just like flying over like details that she's over there like, you know what I mean? I'm just over there like, yeah, this and that, and such died, and then blah, blah, blah got shot, and then I got shot, and da, 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 and just going through it. But it's like, that shit's done. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still here. This shit ain't break me. So, and I never really paid attention to what time of year. Like,
It
if I
didn't
was to
break
go,
you, but it definitely changed you.
I mean, everything changes you. Lack of things happening changes you as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nothing every day changes you. If it's just like a 1% change in good or bad or whatever, everything changes you. So it's like, I mean, a lot of people did some fly ass shit that didn't have worse lives than me or better lives than me. You know what I mean? So I never really I never put two and two together with that, to be honest. So I'm not as in tune as the Fox. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got that.
I'm not that in tune, but I'm in tune enough. I'm in tune enough.
What is the craziest shit you ever seen on Halloween?
Halloween. Craziest shit? I don't think I have. I don't think I have seen anything crazy. Besides people getting beat up and like I don't think I've seen anything crazy. I just hear of crazy stuff like children getting snatched and sacrificed and things like that. I don't know if those type of extreme occultist if that exists. I believe it does, but I can't really say for sure. I haven't seen.
I remember being in New Orleans during Halloween. And this is before Katrina. And I'm down there in New Orleans. And I remember a dude was just going to town, bending the girl over on the car down Bourbon Street, just going to town, and everybody just like cheering him on and throwing beer. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is fucking Sin City. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is like fuck Vegas. This shit right here is like the fuck. This is zero decorum.
Yeah.
Like I'm
No.
talking about, like he's just going, and I'm talking about he was giving her the business. Like I mean, like I think she was staying in it just out of sheer hate. Like you
Hey.
know what I mean, determination. Like ain't nobody gonna make me tap out or something. Like she did not look like she was having. She did not look like she was having a great time. And you walk by and it's just like how do you? I don't really know like what people be thinking. It's like some people be like, some people stood and watched, some people walked by, some people turn their heads, and it's just like I just didn't know what to think.
I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have stared for a minute, and my first thought would have been, I don't know why so many people take kids out there on the strip.
Yeah.
Like you could take them there, to see other things, but not out there on the strip.
Especially, my thing is, if you're going on the strip in the middle of the day, cool. But 2:00 in the morning or some shit down there on Bourbon Street, ain't got nobody to take no goddamn kid out. Like, ain't no kid supposed to be out at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, if you see us out with the kids at 2:00 in the morning, we on a road trip, we pulling up to a hotel or we stopping at a gas station or something. We ain't like just
even
out here
9,
balls
10
to the
o'clock,
wall.
they shouldn't be out there because by that time everybody good and drunk. Good and drunk.
Like my mom used to say, only thing open after 2:00 is legs and fast food. So, what you really looking for? I think I was over in hearing crazy stories. It's just like I done heard like crazy shit like when I was overseas and this and that. That's when I first heard the story from this farmer talk to him in Arabic, and he was telling me in the Quran they got a surah called Surah Jinn. And Jinn, you remember like the movie we watched? It's about spirits, right? And these spirits don't necessarily like, they're not spirits like your dead auntie or some shit like that. They're spirits like they were made to be spirits, but they can control a body. And it was this one about like if you read Surah Jinn, I want to say like 40 times or something like that out in the forest and draw a circle, you'll start seeing like these spirits and stuff come around you. And you'll start seeing these spirits come around you and they'll be doing stuff and they'll be trying to distract you. But if you stay with it, then you can like control them. So then you could do like stuff that seems like unworldly. But if you don't like say for instance, you step outside the circle or you do anything else, if you do any of that, then they'll thump you. Like they'll thump you and take over your body. And then that's when you see like some of these people that's like crazy and out of their mind and shit like that is really because they let the jinn take them over. And the jinn still learn how to drive.
That's just scary. That's just scary to me. Like, I believe?
They say the same thing happened if you read the Torah or the Old Testament.
Look, King Solomon was one to, I don't know about reading backwards or forward or whatever.
Yeah, that's what the room was.
You're not really supposed to, when you're reading the Bible or things like that, you're not really supposed to read like from front to back anyway. You're supposed to hear a little, there a little. You don't, it's not like a book you just read.
It's not a sequential order.
Yeah, no, you don't read like that. But I definitely would say I'm as intriguing as things like that is. It's kind of like
it shit ain't intriguing to me.
It is kind of intriguing to me.
Nah,
but like you don't know what you get into. That's the whole thing. And is it really worth it?
Like we talked about it on the podcast before. Like I'm really efficient at like getting. If you bleed, shit, or breathe, I'm really efficient at getting you the fuck up out of here. But once you start getting into like all of this like crazy spiritual shit that could do different things, it's like I ain't got to. Like I'm not like like what's the name was joking a couple podcasts ago. I'm not the Negro John Constantine. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got that skill set. I ain't got the sage and the bullets yet. Like I don't know how to wage war for that type of war. So it's kind of like if you want to go to any war, you want to be well equipped and know the enemy you're dealing with, know how to kill your enemy, know how to deal with. And it's like if you don't know how to kill your enemy, how to do it, you just hopping into a whole nother realm. That's like that'd be like literally like, hey, I'm gonna transport you to another dimension. But you're going to have to figure out how to walk again and how to talk and how to stand upright and which way is this and which way is that, what you can eat, what you can't eat, this and that, da, da, da. Oh, by the way.
Everything is completely different.
Oh, by the way, it's going to be a bunch of shit out there trying to kill you. Like, what? I'm not ready for that. No. Nah, like I can't just start over as a baby somewhere with shit trying to kill me. Like that's out of this world.
I've always been intrigued with that, but I'm just like, nah, I don't want to.
Intrigued is one thing. Intrigued is one thing. And it's one of them intrigued things where it's like seeing like a woman who went and got like 97 surgeries or something like that, and now she got like triple Z titties and butt out this world. You're like, I'm curious, but I'm not about to go do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's intriguing, but I don't need to find out any more about it. Like that stops right there. Like, damn, I wonder. All right, do. So yeah, let me tell you about the Can't Make This Shit Up that B Rabbit sent me.
What is it?
So, oh damn it, I didn't know it had my volume up. So it was it's a place in Michigan where they were supposed to do trick or treating, right?
Oh, I'm about to steal your wine.
Yeah, you was about to steal my. So they a Michigan home is so infested with roaches, officials had to cancel trick or treating for the entire neighborhood.
What? Wait. What her house got to do with my house?
It's so damn bad that they was like, shit, we just can't. We got to shut the whole neighborhood down.
So
how infested do you have to be? Like, I'm talking about that got to be to the point where like you don't even got to walk to the kitchen. You just like clap twice and the roaches just carry you in and you come in that motherfucker like Captain Morgan or something. Like it got to be something like that because there ain't no way, bro. That
can't be right. It can't be true. First of all, how does someone else's property have? What does that got to do with anybody else? It's not. Nobody goes to her house for Halloween.
But I think the roaches don't. I think the roaches don't care like what house they in though. The roaches be like they be with the gang shit.
So what they doing then?
I don't know.
That's crazy to me. So her house is his house is infested. They had to shut down a community trick or treat event because she got roaches.
Yeah.
I know she ain't the only person that have roaches. Then.
You said she ain't the only person with roaches?
No.
No, I know she ain't. But let's see. Can I get this to play?
That's embarrassing if that's a story they're using for others. Like, that's crazy. That's embarrassing.
No, can't get it to play. But yeah, I don't know. To me, that this shit.
You got big hands.
You said I got big hands?
Yeah.
You just noticed?
I don't understand how that's possible for them for the city to cancel Halloween because somebody got roaches in their house.
I think they just saying like they were saying that they have just so many damn roaches, like
so many, like they seeping out outside or something.
It gotta
like,
be. What? It gotta be like the roaches are like. I think the roaches is like jumping people in the street or something.
They have to be crawling on other people like immediately as soon as you come up to her sidewalk, to her entranceway.
Gotta be
That's
something.
ridiculous to me for something to happen like that. I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of other thing going on right now.
What you think? It's just bullshit?
I don't know. What else they pushing? What other kind of propaganda they got?
I don't know. Actually, okay. That's how I got to bring this up. Because yeah, I'm telling you, it's probably easier to just hear the shit. Because when I mean,
it makes no sense to me.
Here you go. So I bring it in through. So maybe I can get it through here.
That's crazy to me. I'll be mad. What the citizens say?
I mean, they was mad about it, but I mean, it's a safety thing. Like, would you rather just?
How about not go to her house for trick or treating? How about that?
I mean, you can look at it that way, but you can also. I mean, is that enough? Would you be okay? Just don't go there. And what happened when the roaches pull up on you?
How they gonna pull up on me? Like, what they riding in? I don't understand.
Roach mobiles? I don't know. Like, what roaches do roach shit? I don't know how roaches getting around. Like roaches is out here doing whatever the fuck roaches do. That shit is ridiculous. Like so infested. Like I wonder how bad infested. Like you can't see the walls. Is how I feel about it. Like it got to be to the point you can't see the walls.
Halloween scare for residents in one Wyandotte neighborhood that forced the cancellation of trick-or-treating. City officials say a roach infestation is so bad at one home that the Monday on the 20th Street has now been canceled.
And they say that cancellation is to stop the roaches from spreading. Victor Williams joins us live with the latest on this cancellation. Victor.
Yeah, Sandra and Pamela, you guys said it best. The Halloween this year is not going to be the same for folks right here in Wyandotte, all because of the roach problem at this house being so bad. The city doesn't want anyone out there tracking and eat eggs on the bottom of their shoes.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter whether you're a tidy person, a hoarder, roaches come in all these houses.
Becky Wallace says living the last few months on 20th Street in
Look at your face.
Wyandotte.
This is the horror story for you.
It's kind of nasty. When you think about having either one of them in your home, It just gives you that dirty feeling, makes you want to itch.
It was a garbage man who went away discovered the problem to begin with.
I think they picked up 1 or 2 bags and said, whoa, you know, there's bugs just crawling all over. They contacted the police and they were right out.
But
Yeah,
Tom
think about that
Bargle
for a
says the
garbage
roaches
man to
spread
say.
to the area
Yeah,
because
and
the
they had to call the
extermination
police, and the
cleanup
police came
process
out for
wasn't
this.
handled properly.
A lot
Was that a
of
good use of resources? I
the
don't know.
contents of the house was put in the backyard, and of course, roach eggs get all over the place, cause the roaches to migrate all throughout the neighborhood.
As a result, the city has deemed the entire area untrick-or-treatable.
Halloween scare for residents in one.
Yo, think about how crazy.
Untreatable.
Think about how crazy that shit got to sound for
I'm
you.
sorry, but people growing up in the hood, there was roaches. There was roaches and there was rats.
No, but I'm talking
There
about
were-
to the point, like for them to say roaches is that bad, like.
I'm sure a few people houses probably.
But think
was
about
like
how
that.
bad. Think about this. I ain't never been no garbage man. I ain't never been a sanitation worker. And I know as a sanitation worker, I imagine you see a bunch of fucking roaches. Like I grew up in the city. I grew up up north in the hood. Plenty of roaches. Like anybody who tell you that they grew up where I grew up at and they didn't have roaches, like if you grew up in Prince Street Projects and you saying, well, I ain't have roaches, you ain't live there. Like fuck out of here. Because I'm telling you, the roaches was there first. And so anybody who say that, oh, I didn't have roaches, they lying. So I'm imagining like you had to like go grab the trash bag and it was just so many roaches. Like think about the shit that a sanitation worker sees. You see like feces, like, you know what I mean, stinking ass diapers, fucking tampons, or piss stone pads, or piss shit, all the bodily fluids you could think of, all type of bugs, rats, raccoons if you're in certain areas, fucking bear if you're in certain areas and shit like that. And you see so many roaches that you just like, I gotta call the police. I gotta call the people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta call the fucking people on this. Like, hey, 911, yeah, I got an emergency. It's a 1,000,000-man roach march out here.
I don't know. I mean, I guess so. If someone did it like that, then. It's
But that's
like,
crazy. Like, how bad? But like, I gotta get them. Like, I'm not just gonna say that these dudes crazy. Like, for you to make that call to call the fucking police.
Police is too much roaches.
It's too many roaches. I have to call people with guns to help me deal with this shit because I don't want to put these roaches on my truck.
Oh my god,
that shit is asinine.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is scary. That is like actually legitimately scary to see that many. And you know, you're scary ass. You already said that you rather live in a house with ghosts
Let me tell
than
you,
roaches.
I am, yes, but I'm like to cancel Halloween just because of somebody.
Don't be
else's
trying
infestation?
to get no extra shit in your bag. Like, here's some roach eggs and a Nestle's Crunch.
How about don't go to her house?
But the roaches, they saying like the roaches is obviously so bad that they don't want you to stay. No, they saying that they don't want you in the neighborhood because you might drag roach eggs.
But
and
so
they just
how
gonna
you
go
drag roach eggs.
You step on them.
Don't they get squished?
I mean, I guess all of them don't get squished. Like, you know how like you had roaches growing up, right?
Yes, we did.
And you know how it just start off. You all it takes for you to see that one baby roach, and you're like, "Fuck, it's over.
It's done.
It's done. They done did their work. It's one roach over there looking like Thanos, and he's like, my work here is done.
Oh,
like, you know what I mean? Like that motherfucker know that one. As soon as you see that baby roach, it's like, God damn, it's over, boys. It's fucking over.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't like roaches. Growing up, it was like, oh my god, I don't know where we were at. We was in Perrine at that time, and oh my god, I hated that place. Anyway, we moved to Fort Lauderdale.
This time
it was less of them. It was like way less. So I was like way happy about that shit.
You see a
roach.
roach.
Worry about is one outside. They're trying to. How they say they blind? I don't believe that shit ever, because they come flying right at your ass. You go outside there though.
I think they could try. They still got antennas and can like feel shit. And this
okay,
and
why
that,
you coming to me though?
Because that fear that's
I'm
coming
like
off you.
20 times bigger than you.
Nah, they see that fear like this bitch scared.
Terrified. Okay.
If I was a roach and I saw you,
I broke a lease. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
About
you broke
roaches.
a lease about roaches.
Like I was in that house and I moved in. I saw in the garage that there were dead roaches. I was like, okay, I don't like that. So they was like, oh no, we bombed, we exterminated. I was like, okay, it was a nice house. It was an older house, but it was really nice. They did a lot of renovations to it or whatever. And it had a huge yard like this. It had a huge yard and a bunch of woods, right?
Oh yeah, roaches is out there.
Yeah, but it was clear. Like you see how spacious it is. before the woods. That's how it was. And it was screened in porch. You know, I love that. And the next day I woke up, I saw a cockroach. And I was like, there's a cockroach in my room. So I called the lease lady. I called my realtor and I was like, excuse me. I was like, y'all said y'all bombed. There was a roach in my room. Somebody need to come and get it. And they was like, oh, no. We'll send somebody out there. Day 3, I woke up again. A roach in my room. I was like, hell no. Y'all can have this. I contacted the city.
I got a question to ask. Because we got history on this. No, because we got history on this. Now you remember?
Not doing it.
No, you remember before we lived at a place and it was and then you had the shit on the wall.
Yes,
above
always,
your bed.
Yeah,
it was always something
always
that was above your bed. Always kiss me goodnight.
Yeah,
and then for like 2 weeks, every like third or fourth day, it was a roach, a cockroach up there. And it would be like it was the rainy season, so like the roaches was getting rained off all these oak trees and palmetto trees and shit like that. Couldn't figure it out. Come to find out, somebody ain't closed the goddamn bedroom window all the way when she opened the bedroom window every fucking day. So the roaches, the cockroaches came there every day and was like, and we sprayed so they would go up because we sprayed. And I'm telling you, if you ever had a bug problem, that Ortho Home Defense, shit's the truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fox is like, Dave, we might have to move. We're gonna have to throw everything away. She like, we gotta throw everything away. We gotta throw
the whole house away.
Throw the fucking whole throw the whole house away. We'll buy all new shit. We'll buy new bed, new kids, new cars, new everything. I told you one time when I was
about roaches. I don't like
them. Yo, in Hawaii, when I was stationed in Hawaii, so I had parked under a tree.
Why are you here?
I told you I parked under a tree in Hawaii, and then when I came in, my whole truck was filled with roaches. Mm-hmm. I had an avalanche at the time. And I go getting in. I'm like, I saw a roach while I'm driving. And I'm like, the fuck? So, you know, hood instinct kick in. Pow. Hit him with a napkin.
Oh, the crash. That's like my worst fear to do that.
Yo.
Not a bug in my car while I'm driving. I am jumping. Okay. You seen how
this the crazy shit. This the crazy shit. So I took a couple of the foggers, right?
Oh my God.
And I just set off like I put a fogger in each seat and I put a fogger in each seat and closed the truck up, set them off, closed the truck up, came back the next day because it was like Friday. I didn't have to work Saturday. I came in and it was it was a gang of dead roaches in there. Right. So vacuum. So I took everything out and I'm up like, I can't just stop here. So I pulled the whole dash off, pulled my dash off, took my seats out, unbolted my seats and everything else, pulled the carpet up. It was rough.
There was this girl I used to go.
You would have told me to throw the whole truck away, wouldn't you?
Hell yeah. She used to, she was the only one of us who had cars in school.
She had 2 cars?
I ain't gonna say who it is. Anyway, she had a car and she used to pick us up and take us home, whatever. And her car was full of fucking roaches. And gang. I was sitting, I'm like, and I'm driving, my book bag is sitting, I'm sitting there, my book bag is like on me like this. I'm like, make sure my zipper's zipped up. I don't need to carry this shit home.
Make sure my pocket's zipped up. She got on tights.
Everything. And it was just so many of them. I walk. Pouring down ass rain. I'm walking. I'm good.
It was this girl.
I don't want that.
It was this girl when I went to 13th Avenue. 13th Avenue was the first school that I went to back in North that I went to for more than a year. Mm-hmm. So it was the first school that I was there for a couple times. I actually got to make some friends and keep them type shit. And that's what in 4th grade. That's when me and Bunny met. And me and Bunny been friends ever since. And it was a girl, and I thought she was so fucking cute. And she wanted nothing to do with me because I was lame. I was broke. I couldn't dress. I had a fucking Eddie Winslow fucking hairline, the widow's peak and shit like that. I was a fucking mess. And I said something to her one day, and I had tried to do some nice shit or something, and it was Valentine's Day, and it was get the little cards and stuff like that out. And I went and got her car, and a roach crawled out her hoodie. And I was like, won't he do it? Won't he will. God ain't want me to be with this bum ass bitch. Oh, won't he do it? Won't he will. I said God was protecting me.
You see? That's why she kept pushing you away.
Hey, because God be hearing these conversations that you ain't privy to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm over here trying to get in her drawers, and her drawers full of roaches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Her drawers was full of roaches. Like God was looking out for you, boy.
Praise be.
Praise be. Alhamdulillah. Motherfucking roaches. We ain't got nothing.
Huh?
We ain't doing a gun in here. You good?
Yeah, we going to go ahead.
No. I'm just reaching for the wrong button.
Incorrect button.
Let's go, baby.
Gun to your head.
Lock in, baby.
So, what? All right. Would you rather be locked in? What are you doing? Would you rather be locked in a proven haunted house for 36 hours or sleep in a tomb with a corpse deep in the middle of a graveyard?
So the haunted house is verified.
Verified.
All right, snuggle up, my boy.
You gonna interview the vampire?
Interview with the fuck whoever. I know. Like, don't tell me, hey, you want to bring a knife to a gunfight with a dude who definitely got a loaded gun, or go over here where you don't know whether or not they got guns. The fuck? I'm gonna take my chances with the unknown. I know this shit, huh? The fuck, that shit
But you
might.
don't know what's going on with the others. Like,
I
they're probably
don't know.
even more
I
haunted.
don't know.
It's a few hunted people.
That's like saying, okay, would you rather sleep with somebody who you know got AIDS or randomly fuck somebody raw? That's basically what you just asked
You
me.
gonna choose randomly, but it could be the same.
It could
exact
be the
thing.
same thing, but at least
take
I
your
rolled the
chances?
dice. I know I'm not taking
What
the
y'all
chance.
doing in the chat?
I'm fucking gangbang Betty over here who I know got AIDS. I'm not about to raw dog that shit.
I'm
I'm
not
taking
talking
my
about
chances.
AIDS. I'm talking. Would you rather
Haunted worry shit. Haunted worse. So
sleep in a verified haunted house
I
for
s-
36 hours or sleep in a tomb?
who's
with
sleeping
a
for
corpse?
36 hours? That's some sleeping shit you
Well,
do.
just stay in it.
Yeah, Magic Johnson beat AIDS.
I'm not.
that's
Saying,
what-
this has nothing to do with AIDS.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. Ain't no way. It ain't no fucking way. What you doing?
I haven't thought about it yet.
What you doing? Why you over here talking shit? I am not
For
going
36 hours. 36 hours. Of
verify.
hell?
You know it's haunted. You know that shit got some spirits in there that can hook up to your soul and be like, fuck.
But then also it's like the cemetery does too. Like
It might.
thousands, hundreds of
It
them.
might.
It will.
It could be hundreds in, but you know there's 100 in there. That's like
just
literally
one in there.
That's
and
like
100
literally
in
saying
the
like,
cemetery.
hey, would you like, hey, we just caught 100 tigers and put them in a cage. Would you rather get in a cage with these 100 tigers?
What are y'all doing?
Or
in the
let's put
chat?
you out in the grass and there might be tigers in it. They might be tigers in the area, maybe not.
What are y'all doing in the chat?
Man, that's crazy. Ain't no fucking
Gun to
way.
your head. You sleeping in a haunted house, verified. 36 hours, you have to stay there. Or you in a tombstone with a corpse in the middle of a cemetery.
So you say I'm in the tomb? You mean like I'm in the grave?
No, you're not in the grave. You're just in.
I'm just sitting on a tombstone.
Yeah.
For how long? You ain't even
For a
say.
night.
I could stay up for a night. I mean, I could stay up for 36 hours, but I ain't gonna want to stay up for 36 hours. And I see, fuck that. Nope. Fuck
But
out
you
of
can
it.
see the same thing in the cemetery.
You might. You know you're going to see it. You know you're going to see it. That's literally like being like,
You
hey,
know you're going to see it in the cemetery too. It's
no, you don't know.
hundreds of
You don't know.
spirits.
You don't know. You
dead.
assume there's a possibility. This shit's verified that the
No,
haunted
you
house
gotta
is going to
pick
be on that
one,
shit.
Jeff.
Nah,
None of
Jeff.
it's real. It's real. Who
You-
said
you-
spirit's not real?
Guess what? You cannot
are
believe in
spirit.
spirits. They believe
They
in you,
believe in
Jeff.
you.
But what I'm saying is like, that's like, if the question was like, yo, would you rather fight fucking Francis Ngannou, who is the heavyweight champion of UFC? It's like, would you rather fight him or would you rather fight a dude who looks like him? I would rather fight a dude who looks like him. That dude maybe can fight like him, maybe can't. I know this a killer.
I'm leaning towards thugging it out 36 hours. I don't know.
Shit, God bless.
You know what I'm saying?
May the odds forever be in
Hey,
your favor.
praise be under his
I
eye.
ain't under his eye, nothing. You ain't gonna have no damn eye when you leave. Then don't bring your ass home either. Tell my son, babe, I made it. I'm gonna be pack my shit up. Don't think I'm gonna be here when your haunted ass come back like, babe, I'm good. Babe, give me, babe, I'm good, baby. It's all good. See, look at Jeff. Give me the tomb. You goddamn right. Give me the tomb, bro. I'm sitting with the tombstone. I got the strap on me. You know what I'm saying? At least I know. I'm gonna know for sure if it's
So
a
you
ghost
get
or
a
not.
strap on you for what? It's gonna be a spirit there too.
Maybe it's the groundskeeper. And this is worst fucking day of his life. He thought shit was funny. He thought it was a game. A whole lot of gang shit going on out here. Bang, bang. Like, but what's not gonna happen is I'm gonna be sitting and go to a place that's verified haunted. Like, you ain't talking about some, ooh, we just popping up.
Haunted like that thing we seen when that ghost was moving stuff around and dropping, lifting up towels and shit. That
Ain't no way, boy.
That lady was walking
Ain't
around
no way,
like
boy.
ain't nothing
You
happened.
talking
Like,
about
people live through that every day.
Ain't no live through that every day.
People
I'm not them people.
B.
I'm not them people. I'm not them people. I am not built like that. I'm not built like that to be.
Like,
I know
who to get at too.
Yeah, the guy know who his warriors are and what they're good for. I keep your heaven packed with fresh souls, but what I won't do is be out here on the graveyard shift, spending 36 hours in a haunted ass. But I would. Let me tell you, that whole house will smell like shit.
What?
I shit myself every chance.
Hour on hour.
I'm talking every 15 minutes. I would die. Like the ghost would be coming out like, damn, he dead already from dehydration. No, dehydration. Dehydration. I done shit myself 37 times. Dead. Fuck out of here. Ain't no way. Absolutely no. I don't even know how you can consider going into that haunted house and being like, 36 hours?
36 hours.
You're not going to sleep for 36 hours. You think they're going to let you sleep?
No, I'll be up.
No, you're going to be trying to go to sleep. As soon as you go to sleep, there's going to be a ghost over there like,
don't boot me.
Boop.
Stop.
Gonna hit you with the boot. You over there getting fondled by some ugly ass ghost over there like, squeezing on your titties.
Why you think he gonna do that? Or she gonna do that?
What you think? Ghosts don't like titties?
Do that?
You think ghosts don't like titties?
You don't know what they like.
I know that you know that they're gonna be there and they haunted. I don't know what them ghosts like at the cemetery. They might be tired.
They not tired.
You don't know.
They had a long time to rest. They not tired.
No, they restless. That's why they out doing shit. They probably need a nap. They too woke. They like these goddamn social justice warriors. They too woke. Them motherfuckers might need a nap. I ain't going no goddamn 36. I mean, crazy. Ain't no way in hell 36 chambers of death. Fuck out of here. Ain't no way.
Happy Halloween. Y'all made it through Halloween. Where the bomb parties at though? That's what I miss.
They eating candy corn.
Candy corn always on deck. There we go. Don't do that to my candy corn. If you want to add to the show, hit us up. Ask unclelegend@gmail.com. Peace. Stay tuned after the show. We're going to reveal one of our babies. Get my candy corn. You're doing it. So. Coco Rocky gonna eat a candy corn that fell on the ground.
And they gonna die of diabetes.
I'm gonna stop recording. Guys, it brings me much pleasure, okay? Much pleasure.
If you made it this long.
Much pleasure.
Fox about to unleash.
To introduce you.
One of the puppers.
To the firstborn of the pack, okay? Hold on one second.
Leg day still got a hold of her, boss. Yeah, she coming back with the pupper. Oh, you going for Baby Rocky? Beast mode. Yo, y'all about to see the first pupper.
The firstborn. Look at who we have.
Oh, we got to kill the background for this so they can get a good look at him. If I remember how to do this.
He's so cute. This Rocky Jr. because he looked like Rocky. And he's so fat. Look how fat he is. They what? Almost 5 weeks?
Not even. They're like 3 weeks on the dot.
They haven't even. Oh, they were born October the 11th. They were born October the 11th, and this is our firstborn, and he's just so cute. Look at him.
Rawr.
We don't have a name for him because we don't know if he don't want to whine. We don't know if he's going to be chosen to go to a beautiful home. He has blue eyes right now. They may or may not change. We don't know. But blue or gray for sure they're going to be. Beautiful doggy. Don't y'all love him? Say hi. You don't want to say nothing?
Yeah, you know who you should have grabbed? Fawn.
Fawn. I was going to because she's feisty. She looks like him, but she's a fawn colored one, champagne color. Because obviously Rocky is the blue pit, so fawn. And Coco is the red. And so mixing the blue and the red, we get these beautiful babies right here.
This blue is fighting for his life.
And they so cute. All right, you want to know his sister? Fawn was the last one. I'm going to get her. I'll get her. She was the last one born. Okay. Fawn.
I thought you said we was doing one at a time.
Yeah, hold on. We got to hide him.
Gotta hide who?
We gotta hide him. Hold on.
Hide who?
Hold on.
Who we hiding? What are you doing? What are we hiding?
Get Fawn out.
Why did you flip the computer off?
Coco is standing up like, where's my baby? Okay, here we go. Look at this beautiful girl.
I don't know if you got the camera fixed. Let it go. I'll keep it down. You done.
We ready. We good.
Fox, you done killed the camera feed. Fix the black wire. Jeez,
Okay, back on.
Yeah. No,
You back on?
yes.
Okay. Look at our baby girl. She's so cute. Her name, you don't have a name for her either because she might go to a beautiful home. We gotta bring them closer so they can see. I don't think they can see that far.
They can.
They can?
Yeah, I can sit them down.
Is this good?
No, they're not focused.
Not focused.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Beautiful girl. She's so beautiful. Look at her. She was the last one born. She was so tiny. And now she's just a big girl. Again, she don't have a name either. We don't know what's name. We'll leave that to whoever chooses her in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Fawn. Yeah, she's fawn color. Her color probably won't stay like that. Get a little richer.
You know they can't really hear you this far away from the microphone.
Well, tell them what I said, right?
Well, Fox is telling y'all while we're showing off this puppy. This is the last one born. She's a girl. This is the feisty one. You got something to say?
She's rousing. Oh, look at this.
And she got puppy breath.
Nobody gonna kill your children. You worry about that. Nobody gonna kill your baby.
You got the camera all out of focus. Man, what are you just doing the most? All right, Fox, you ready to be done with this? Ain't nobody saying that. There's people just in here watching puppies. Just in here puppy watching.
8 more. We're gonna show maybe 1 or 2 episodes.
I don't know. Fox want to show. Oh, yeah, I guess we do got to show them a little more often because we'll be selling them soon.
Bigger, we'll be selling them.
Yeah, you got the camera out of focus. But...
Anyway, tell them what I just said.
yeah, anyway. Fox said we're going to be showing like 1 or 2 puppies a podcast. So maybe y'all want to pick out a puppy. Maybe y'all want to look at a puppy. Maybe y'all want to buy a puppy. You know what I mean? Hit us up if you're interested in a puppy. Besides that, we about done here. You good? 8 more puppies to go. Y'all already seen the beast. Also, in case you think about getting a gray one, he does a war cry. He does a war cry when he comes to the teat and he starts slinging puppies out the way and he goes, ah! And that's all he got. And then he get there. How much are the puppies? Yep. How much are the puppies, executive producer? Oh, she back now.
We're talking money.
See how fuzzy that camera is? Thanks to you doing all that extra
That's
stuff.
okay. They know who we are. How much are the puppies? Well, it would depend. They each have their own separate price. Of course, they look exotic. They are. The breed is great. So it would depend on which one you want, actually.
Yeah, depending on the puppy, sex and the color or whatever, because Coco, the girl, she carries the color trait. So they between $350 and $500. So, as we go through the puppies, figure out a puppy you like.
Yeah,
Hit us up.
We did a gray one and a fawn one, a gray colored one, and a fawn colored one.
The gray one was the boy. He
And
looks
the
just
fawn
like his
colored
dad.
one.
The fawn one is the girl. It looks like
Like
the
himself.
milkman.
Whatever. You look like both of them, actually.
Yeah.
Dogs are dogs. So the next podcast we'll be showcasing. What do you want to showcase? The milk. You want to showcase white milk and chocolate milk?
I'll start bringing out the milks.
Yeah. We're going to showcase the white milk and chocolate milk. They are so cute. And so all their eyes are open and they're walking around.
Yeah, I had to build them a whelping box, so that was a task. But it's done. Now they got somewhere to stay. Legit.
Legit.
All right, we out.
Bye, y'all.